at me and Ron so that y'all see who the hell's talking.
Yeah, well, as long as our voices are here.
Yeah, like you can hear us at least. Hello and welcome to Drone Therapy. Discover drone therapy for stress relief. Basically, if anybody's ever watched the show for any length of time, they know the reason that I've created this show, the reason that I made this show, the reason that I've been here so long talking about drones for so long is for me personally, they're a great way for me to relieve my personal stress. Like whatever else is going on in the day, if I'm having a bad day, and even if I can't get out and fly, the cool thing is it just getting on. I've discovered that if I'm getting on the internet and I'm looking up information about drones or new technology and stuff, it kind of helps relax me too if I've had a bad time or a bad day. So that's kind of what we're here talking about tonight. Let me kind of roll back up here really fast and see who came in at the very beginning. I see Captain USA Drone Flyer, Captain Joe America came in really, really early. Glad to have you
Well,
in.
Captain Joe snowed in down there in Louisiana.
Yeah, I think they're all kind of
Yeah,
surprised about
Captain Joe
that. I
had
hope the
seven and a
citrus
half
makes
inches
it.
on his windshield of his car yesterday, Bill.
He's at what now?
7.5 inches of snow on his car
Uh,
windshield.
well, I guess it's kind of the planet's telling us that she's still mad. But anyway,
Mm.
anyway, Warren, Akira Show, glad to have you in the house. Jody Drone Shots, also glad to have you here. I want to scroll on down here a ways. We were talking about different stuff that I was wanting to talk about tonight. Warren was posting a bunch of stress relief things.
Okay.
Let me get up here. Zach, glad to have Zach in the house. Glad to have you here, sir.
Well,
I'm just
Zach.
trying to catch up with all the ones that were talking early. No, rolling in. And Dusty, yeah, let's go squirrel. We wouldn't be drone therapy if we didn't go squirrel at least 3 or 4 times a night. Glad to have you here as well. Scrolling up through here. Artco Drone Solutions. Glad to
happy
see you as
happy belated
well.
birthday. I saw Art had a birthday, I think, last week.
Yep, happy birthday, Art. Glad to have you here. Bud, okay, you can dream about us, but have nice dreams and dream of new drones. All right, have a good one. Thank you, sir. Rolling up through here. Let's see anybody new.
I
Hey,
know Busby complained
Dom.
about the cold weather where he
Dominic.
lives.
Dominic is in the house as well. Glad to have you as well,
He
sir.
probably doesn't have any snow where he is.
Doubtful. See if there's anybody. Drone days. Let's see. A
Hey.
12 pack and a good smoke helps me. Yep, that's
Okay.
understood. A lot of people do that as well. Let's see. And I think we're about caught up there. Okay,
Okay.
so um like I said, the reason that I made the show for me personally is they're talking about them, looking up information about them, being excited about the new drone, especially like right now we're all. That's something I wanted to talk about too. That's something because I noticed Lon was doing that in all the chats of the shows that we watch this week, dropping hints that it was going to be a while before we got this fancy drone that we're seeing. So
Almost
I'm thinking,
summer.
if this isn't the Mavic 4, why haven't we seen the Mavic 4? Because he's saying that the Pro won't come out until 6 months after the 4 is released. So that
Okay.
we're likely to get the 4 in, say, February, March, but then we're not going
Okay.
to get the Pro until at least 6 to 8 months later.
So this time we're going to be smart about it. Last time I jumped on the Mavic 3 where I should have waited for the Pro. This time, when they put that Mavic 4 out, I'm just going to sit tight, waiting for the Pro.
But why haven't we seen the Mavic 4 prototype?
Well, that's a good question. Maybe for once DJI finally kept the wraps on one of the drones, kept it away from leakers.
So why leak so much about the Pro model that's still not coming out for 6 months? I mean, okay, here, let's just do this.
Can I quote William Shakespeare here? Something's rotten in Denmark.
Oh, let's not talk about Danish people or getting anywhere near anything like that. Anyway, but see, here's the thing. Why is it that Jasper has that animation already that we've seen in the
Oh,
videos
that's cool.
for a for a release? Hang on, let me get this up
That's a
here.
cool. That's a
I'm gonna
cool
make it big.
animation.
I'll make it big so we can just see it multiple times here. Uh, Share screen. Let me get that out of here. That one. But by the way, the new logo or the new intro was made it by AI. Believe it or not. Yeah, I'm like everybody doesn't believe that already.
Well, you
Where
saw
am I
where the new president's throwing like hundreds of billions of dollars at AI.
500 billion. Oh, let's not. They're all. Elon's upset about that. Anyway, so I'm going to show this. Here's the thing: is this the Pro or is this just the Mavic 4?
Well, that looks just like a simple drone, so I'll say at the Mavic 4.
Then why does it say Mavic 4 Pro?
Oh,
That's the one that Jasper. That's the video that Jasper put up, and
right.
we know that that's usually the. Of course, it could be. It could be a mock-up. This could
Hmm.
be all something done in a computer. This could be completely fake.
Right.
And that could be right. But I still I don't understand why we've seen so much of this particular drone with the new configuration with the big lens on top and the two smaller lenses on the bottom. And this does look very familiar to what we've seen in the leaks thus far.
And I'll throw in those guys when they leaked these photographs. I can't think of the last time they were wrong where the thing didn't look like the leaks.
Yeah, yeah,
They're
exactly.
almost
Yeah,
always right.
yeah. So that's what I'm curious about.
Now,
Uh,
so what order would you like to see the Mavic 4s come? Would you like to see the Pro first and then the non-pros later? Would you like to see the non-pros first, the pros later? Would you like to see
I
it
would rather them.
all
I
come
mean,
out the
I
same
would to
day?
be honest with you, I would rather them hit us with all of them at once.
All on the first day, yeah.
Yep, hit us with the basic model and the pro model all at
And
the same day. Give
and
us
the
the price
classic.
points, huh?
And the classic,
Yeah, yeah. Well,
the dumbed
I
down
figure they'll
version.
just have like a Mavic 4 and a Mavic 4 Pro, and
Okay.
then the Mavic 4 Pro will come with the new RC Pro 2, RC Pro 2, RC2 Pro, RC whichever Pro
Yeah,
with the
however
extendable screen that comes up and everything,
yeah,
which that's going to probably cost as much as the damn drone.
yeah.
And that's what sucks about it. But you'll be able to
And
get that new
it won't be
controller.
compatible with anything else but this drone. So you're
Oh,
paying
those
all this money.
batteries, those
You're paying
batteries.
all this money for a one controller drone.
Well, not just that, it's the batteries too. I don't
Yeah.
think those batteries are going to work with anything but the Mavic 4.
No.
The more I'm looking at them, and if you look at it up close, here, I'll go ahead and make this big. It doesn't, no. I mean, it looks kind of similar to the air batteries,
Mm-hmm.
but bigger. So
Yeah.
I'm like, well, that shoots that in the head.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look to go in the exact same way as the Mavic 3 batteries. Similar, but not exactly the same. It's like you may be able to like put a different clip on the end of it and convert the batteries
This
somehow.
battery sticks out more in the back than I think the Airs ones do.
Yeah, and they were talking. What was it they were talking about? How it's going to be cooled differently. They're
Yeah,
going to put
yeah.
the
It's a
heat
new
sink
core
at the
system.
back so
Yeah.
it won't mess with the processor.
Yeah. Well, if the more you leave out, I guess the more air can cool it.
Wait a minute. You can't. Wait a minute. What's he saying? You
Uh,
can't take the money with you, so might as well give it to DJI. Well,
uh,
that's like I said. That's why I didn't purchase the Flip because I didn't. You know how it is, Ron. I mean, I'm different. It's kind of different with you. Let me get this out of here. Because you kind of have a review channel, so you tend to need to get those things. Whereas I don't have any reason to get it because, like I said earlier, I was like it didn't call to my wallet. Oh, and I will tell everyone now, if you haven't already, make sure to go over to Ron Brown's channel. He has. Have you already sold it?
no, not yet. No, I just
Okay,
went on.
he's got a combo deal going on. It's the most unique combo you'll ever see.
Yeah.
You really want a good starter drone that's got the ability to do all the enterprise or a lot of the enterprise programs with DJI already. Then Ron has an Air 2S for sale and what is it? An Insta 360 Sphere as
Here,
a
yeah. So if
combo
you're interested in
deal.
taking 360 photos and video with your DJI drone, this is this is the Air 2 and the Air 2S are the only drones that this Spear work with. So, and I believe there was an earlier version of this for older drones. I forget which one from Insta 360, but in other words, if you want to get 360 video with a DJI drone, this is the best you can do. Well, Warren, it may not. It still may be for sale then, because Bill, I don't really want to part things out for a while. I'd rather just get rid of everything at once rather than part a whole bunch of stuff out. So I'm going to hold firm because I mean I'm in no hurry to sell it.
Okay, since like I said, since talking about drones and stuff is like I said, part of what I relate to my drone therapy. Do you hey, since I know you've upgraded to the Air 3S, I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
yes, yes.
Okay, and you feel that the Air 3S is superior enough to kick the 20 megapixels to the curb.
I still have the Air 3 that I need to sell too, so I got them all.
Oh
But
wow.
yeah, I mean, I don't see much difference between the Air 2S and the Air 3S as far as either photos or video. If you look all around, and I'm one of those people, Bill. I mostly most of the time I'm shooting in D-Log anyways, so all the
Mm.
things that people see in the regular mode, I'm not worried about anyways, guys. I was always shooting in D-Log. So like I tell people, the Air 3S even looks better in D-Log than it does in regular. But I know the Air 2S actually has, I think it has D-Log versus D-Log M, so it even has a better D-Log, well, a harder one to work with, but a better one. But anyhow, I don't see much difference in the photos or videos, so I'd rather have all the technological features of the Air 3S as far as how it flies better, has more features, whatever. So, and I just kind of want to. I don't want to be a drone museum, if you know what I'm saying,
No,
Bill.
no,
I
yeah, I
don't. I
totally
don't need to have every
understand.
drone ever made sitting in my closet, whatever.
I
So,
still have a Skydio too, though, man. I don't know.
yeah, yeah,
Well, it's not the thing about it is it's at the point now where you're begging people to buy those. So I mean, I
yeah.
know Marcus still has his and still flies his, and yeah, it's a pretty cool drone, but it feels, I don't know. To me, it feels odd, like not near as comfortable as a DJI drone does. Like
Hmm.
I'm no, now I've never had any issues with mine.
Yep.
Had of course I had the issue with the one drone that the firmware failed to go in, and they had to send me another drone back. But since then, I hadn't had any issues with it. But I almost wonder now if they'll get back into it since they don't have any more government contracts and they need a way to kind of make money. But I guess they're just going full fledged with the autonomous helping drone with building inspections and stuff. I would assume. I don't know for
Yeah, I
sure.
mean, you bring up an interesting point, Bill. If DJI does indeed get banned by the end of this year, and that would leave a wide gap in the market, why wouldn't you step back in again if you're Scudio?
Yeah, I don't think. But the whole point is remember what difficulty they had getting the drones out. The whole point was they just couldn't get them out fast enough.
Well,
And
now
remember
it
that
wouldn't matter
first
how fast
batch.
before they got him out there with the only game in town, right?
Yeah, can you imagine if that first batch, if they had rolled them out like a DJI rollout, we wouldn't even be talking about it. Would be DJI and Skydio now, and Skydio would have been able to hold their own. They wouldn't need to do the backhanded stuff they had done before. Hey, Johnny Drone Flyer, good to see you.
Or if they could have took all that money they made off of the Scudio 2 and rolled out and made all the changes people wanted for the Scudio 3, they
He
would be
reminded
set
me of that
there.
line from Animal House. He says, "Drone Museum." Remember in Animal House when he says, "Thank you, sir. May I have another?"
Yeah, yeah, I love Animal House.
Thank you, sir. May I have another? Okay, something I had started talking about earlier in the chat, and it's again part of the therapy part here. What got me interested into drones, and I didn't realize it. I had talked about it before on here, but I didn't realize that my love for drones probably first came from when I was a small boy with my dad. He used to get, I don't know if y'all remember, like the companies are still around, but I don't remember all of them there. But you could buy like model kits and you could build like model cars and model ships.
Oh
And
yeah, yeah.
yeah, and then we built a huge car that was like the Red Baron hot rodder. And it dawned on me that that's where my love and interest of, because from there we upgraded to like the old Cox 049 gas motors. I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
you remember those, and
Somebody was talking about them the other night. Yep, yep.
you could have like the threaded controllers on the plane. Yeah,
I,
yeah,
I,
yeah,
I
yeah.
had one, and you put that whatever the fuel you put in it had an odd smell to it.
It was like airplane fuel. It was super high octane,
Yeah,
man.
it had a real odd smell to
You
it.
had
Yeah,
that little tin can that was about yay big, and
yeah,
you'd
yeah,
put the little hose on it and you'd squeeze it in till it came out.
yeah, yeah.
And then you'd prime the motor. But I also had a little van that was radio controlled, and I burnt like
Oh,
four sets of motor or four sets of tires off of it. Same, I know I've said this before, so it's got to be deja vu. If you go back and watch one of the shows, you hear me talking about this very thing. But it all made me realize that in a step from like models, basically the glue models together and build your cars and stuff. Yes, yes, control line. There you go.
yep.
So and then, but like that's where it started at. That's where my interest for, because I would like tinker with my little God. How many of us would really love to have that first stereo that had the phonograph with it that we had when we were little?
Yeah. Right.
Now, still in that working order, I'm sitting here thinking, boy, there's one sound system I had. It was a Techniques
Oh, I
sound
remember technique.
system,
Yeah.
and it had a belt drive, phone or LP. I want to say record player, and it was really, 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 really nice. And I think back then it was like $450, and the sound was awesome. Had four big speakers with it. I really wish I still had that thing. But
Wow.
anyway, so that's where
Well,
we're going.
yeah,
Go
well,
ahead.
I'll give you mine is a little bit different. Whatever. I'm going to say, I was what do you call it, drone therapy, or I'll call it camera therapy. So when I started doing photography in the early '80s, when I was in college or whatever, it was a way that, even though I took it as a class, it was a way to relax, going around trying to get the photos you want to take, the particular vision you had, and that worked all the way up until I got a drone. When I got my first real drone, the Phantom 4. I was almost exclusively taking pictures when I first got it, more than video. So that therapy just went right from cameras to drones, and almost it was like same thing. I'm just taking pictures with a more mobile camera now than I was before.
Mm-hmm. Now, just like I said, I could see how. Hey, Captain Ray, glad to have you in the house. Uh, but like I was, because I love taking pictures and stuff, and I can still remember having like a little handheld camera unit and shooting videos with my cousins and stuff when I was really really young. Like
Hmm.
I think I can. There's one video, if I ever knew where it was, or if it's probably in the garbage dump somewhere, melting away now, irradiating some part of the planet. But I had like my parents had gotten me, and this was way back when Indiana Jones had first come out, and I had one of the original Indiana Jones Stetsons.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they got it for me for Christmas one year, and I wore it. So that the video you can see me, and it was like I was doing commercials in between, kind of like a TV show. So yeah, I totally get you there. What do you think? Do you enjoy editing as much as flying, or would you rather just fly all the time and have somebody else edit? And same question to anybody that's still here watching
Yeah,
us.
that's a tough question. I mean, I don't know if I say I enjoy editing. It's just something that needs to be done. I don't know if I particularly want somebody else doing, because lots of times when I fly, I have the edit in mind as I'm filming. So the only way I could get that vision that when I'm flying and filming into the edit is me to doing, because again, I'm actually flying and filming with the edit in mind. If that makes any sense.
Oh wow! Let's see. He dropped one in the wood. Oh, so the balsa wood. All those. Oh yeah, remember the rubber band ones
Oh yeah, yeah,
you
yep,
could buy at the stores and
yep,
stuff.
yep. In a little plastic pack.
Oh God! Wait a minute! Wait a minute!
You got one?
Okay, talk about memory lane.
Oh
I 3D printed this,
wow.
and it's weighted too, and it flies really good.
Oh
So I
wow.
figured the next time that the grandkids come up, I'll make like one of all different colors, and then they
Hmm.
can go fly them and see who goes the furthest and whatever. Of course,
Throw
if
them
I
off the
know,
deck or something, fly them off the deck.
yeah, but they can fly them in the backyard and still, because they'll fly. They fly really great in the house. Or
Hmm.
this one flies really great in the house. I've only made one, and
Well, you don't
I've
want
already
you don't
gone
want
through
things flying too good in the house.
one whole spool of my printing, and people are all pissed off at Bamboo because they've put in some kind of new firmware that keeps us like limited to using just the Bamboo splitter, and I don't even know the Bamboo splitter well enough to know going to use another equipment, or excuse me,
Oh,
another company's
oh
splitter.
wow. You mean it's kind of like geofencing your 3D printer?
In a way, and there's a lot of people that are upset about it, and they feel like that they're going to try to like make not only that, but they're going to try to make the filament proprietary and all that stuff so that you can only buy from them.
Kind of lock you in like Apple does or something.
Well, I don't know. There's people have told me that the best filament is not what you get from bamboo. So
Uh,
I'll have to. I'm going to want to do a show about 3D printing one week.
there we go.
We'll actually ask a bunch of questions and see who all knows all about stuff like that.
Hey, Bill, I don't think we got to talk about it too much last week. What's your take on the DJI getting rid of the geo zones?
I less reason for people to point fingers at DJI. They can just say, "Hey, y'all told us that we were some terrible communist country spying on you, using these drones to spy against you, while everybody's walking around with one of these." You know? So that we're using them
You mean
drones.
the ultimate spy device?
Yeah, so that's what they're doing. They're doing that, and it's just, so I think they're doing it to say, hey, these pilots are doing this stuff on their own. They're jailbreaking our software. We've removed it now. You know that it's removed. So anything from this point on, you can blame directly on the pilot. You know?
Or
Excuse me.
DJI made some kind of statement. They said it had nothing to do with the U.S. banning.
Well, we've been all in. Oh, hang on a minute.
Oh,
Talk to
go
me
ahead.
just a second, Ron. I'll be right there. I got a puppy dog that's mad.
Yeah, so Billy Kyle put out a video where he kind of like took both sides of the argument. He thought it was good in one way and maybe not good in another. So Billy thought it was great for him as far as being a professional pilot that he didn't let the geo zones wouldn't hinder his flights when he was in restricted airspace that he already got unlocked by Lance, but also he was also worried about how uniformed first time pilots maybe flying near airports, prisons, and military bases because
Wouldn't get like.
they don't know the laws.
Yeah, like I was gonna fly today. I really was. I had it in my head that I was gonna fly today.
Okay.
But Mother Nature said you're an old man now and you need to take a nap before you try to go live tonight. And Mother Nature won. So so I'm gonna try tomorrow since I've got a little bit, looser.
Has your weather gotten better?
We've had it's still cold. Like we've had upper 20s, say like
Yeah.
28, 27 degrees. No precipitation. We've dried out all at once. We had a ton of weather, and then all at once it just got dry and cold.
Yeah, we're,
So
we're we're in the lower 20s, and we had a little snow over the weekend, but we're kind of dry now. But it's the coldest we ever get around here right now.
well, normally it doesn't get like this here, but
The whole
again,
the whole country is much below the normal temperature, all the way down to Florida.
well, what is it they said now that the North Pole has actually shifted like 200 miles?
I read that. Yeah,
Yeah, so then they showed how far it had moved, and I'm like, well, that's not normal, is it? I hope it's not.
yeah. It feels like it moved to New Jersey this week.
We might start seeing the moon really big and blown up like we've seen some of those pictures.
Yeah,
Be
yeah.
like, no, there's no AI there at all. Well, the moon looks like it's sitting in your backyard.
hmm But
Yeah,
we'll probably pay for all this coal with a record hot summer. I tried to find this
it's
one.
always the ink. Yeah, he's right here over here crying. He wanted in. So I
Captain
let
Joe
him
said
in.
we're at 10 Fahrenheit this morning, 16 tomorrow morning. So they've been waking up to some cold mornings in Louisiana.
That's when you should do the neo testing.
Oh, Captain Joe flew the Neo in the snow, or
Ooh.
Johnny did. One of them did, and the video turned out pretty good.
Well, I'd say because it's a lot of light, so that's the cool thing.
Yeah. Well, it was still stone, so it wasn't. It was a little, on the dark side, but it did okay.
On the dark side, I know Angel's coming after his daughter.
Hey,
Him
the
and
dark side. What? Yeah. What's that movie with the song Eddie and the Cruisers? Remember the song "The Dark Side"
yeah,
from Eddie and the Cruisers?
yep. I'm trying to get all oriented here.
You know
Here's Jim coming in.
Oh, Jim's. Oh, hello, Jim. Jim's got the flip up in Canada.
Yep, Johnny said it was him. You were right.
Not Johnny flew a Neo. Yep, yep.
Hey, oh, Marcel's here too. What's up,
Johnny
dude?
flew the Avata 2, I think,
Oh,
today.
whoa! And then flew the Neo in -10.
Wow. What's that drone rated for, Jim?
Cold, very cold. Now that's drone therapy. If you got that kind of dedication to actually get out there, and that's what you need to say at the beginning of the video. This is dedication. You see me? You know what's freezing right now, but I'm here showing you that the Neo flies in -10 degrees
Of course, Jim's Canadian.
Fahrenheit.
That may be a warm day for him.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Ron. I
Yes.
saw this joke that this one of them reels videos on Facebook the other day, and I told my wife, and she got a kick out of it. So I wanted to tell you and see
Can we
what you
tell
all
it on
thought.
the air?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's brilliant, man.
We got a good show tonight. I don't want to get demonetized.
No, well, no, just you got to play with me here. You got to play with me. Did you hear about the pirate that dipped his balls in glitter?
I did not hear about the pirate.
It's pretty nuts, right?
Ah! Pretty good.
Yeah, I liked it too. That's why I had to tell it.
Pretty good.
That's pretty cool. Oh, he flew from inside the house. Oh, Jim's saying it's -17 right now.
Jim, go out and fly now and see how it does.
Go out there and find. We need somebody that's brave enough to go out there and do the Christmas story for us.
There you go.
Test the theory and see if your tongue will actually freeze to the pole
Yeah, yeah.
while flying a drone. No less. True therapy here.
But make sure you have somebody close by can dump some warm water on if you get
Yeah, and
stuck.
get you off quickly, just in
Yeah.
case we're pretty sure that it would work.
Warren's talking about CT
Yeah, he
pirate.
said he was lurking. So that's why Warren brought that up. Oh, he said it's -10 rated, so he won't fly it any lower than
Okay.
-10, which is
Thank
cool.
you.
DJI's told him, not right now. What is this? Okay. So anyway, I just want to ask anybody, if anybody that's still, I know y'all are having fun in the chat, but when did you all? Because like I said, it really dawned on me while literally right as we were getting ready to go live, that mine went all the way back to those little models. And it dawned on me that the fascination I have for Hot Wheels and all of that stuff came from me building those model cars with my dad when I was little. Because, and then, I mean, of course, I'm typical grandparents. I always got Hot Wheels. And if everybody remembers, Matchbox was its real competitor. Hot
Right.
Wheels actually owns Matchbox now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They
Well,
actually,
Matchbox was first.
yes.
Yeah.
And then
I had
Hot Wheels,
Matchboxes, and then the Hot Wheels came out, and they were faster.
yeah. And they were made of steel. Of U.S. American steel.
What was Matchboxes? Felt
Matchbox
like they was
had a lot of metal in it, but it
okay.
also had a lot of plastic in it too to begin
Okay.
with. But it was kind of like the cheap like the family. I don't know if anybody, because when I grew up, now here we're doing deep Squirrel here. Let me go back over here. I see. Oh, Alex came up with the SpongeBob face. Ooh. Oh, they're trading stuff at 60 degrees. I thought didn't it snow in Florida, but it was, I guess, northern Florida, right?
Yeah, Pensacola Beach, they had like 12 inches, but that's in the Panhandle.
Yeah, that's what I was telling, because my wife was asking. She's like, "Where's that at?" I was like, "I think it's in the northern part." But I guarantee the whole point is that 60 degrees is still chilly for Alex.
Oh, Alex probably has two hoodies on, Bill.
Yes, he
That's a
said it
double
was
hoodie
60
day down there,
degrees.
probably.
Nah, he's not going to trade it for anything. Oh, have flown in -20.
Wow. What drone did you fly in -20, Jim?
Yes. Okay, and then Joe's saying he's going to fly in 16 degrees Fahrenheit. They still got snow.
What drone are you going to fly in, Jim? Jim flew the Mavic 3 in one of the videos where he went out to the highway and showed there was almost nobody movement out there. I can't touch the screen because of the cold.
Oh yeah, I get you.
Yeah, good point, Warren.
You get you some of those gloves. What is it with the little thing?
Photography gloves.
You know. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. You're right. He's gonna fly the Mavic 3.
Okay. Well, you know what? Marcus was saying too cold. I said, well, just set up a waypoint. They don't have to even touch anything.
Oh yeah. Now I remember. Yep. Yep. I can remember. It wasn't just your dad. It was my dad and then my friend's dad. A
Ah,
few friends, dad's friends, used that orange. Step. Come here, boy. Told you to take that trash out. You know what happened to it, don't you? Them dogs got into it. It went everywhere. Your mother got mad at me. I called hell, and guess who's catching hell now?
ah. Yeah, I remember. I remember us one summer we set those tracks up in the like in the I don't know what we call it, the patio off the back of the house. We had them on all sorts of furniture. We had races and whatever. I mean, I
Yeah,
had the
and
whole
because
neighborhood over there racing their Hot Wheels and stuff.
there's still a lot of people that post those kinds of videos, but they're mostly done by people our age that have done them when they were little.
Hmm.
But they've got so much gear now, and there's actually a Hot Wheels that you can put what is it, a Session 5 in, if you
Oh,
can still find one.
okay.
And you could just set the camera in there. And so a lot of people that still have those, you can just set it in there and run it through the track, and it'll run the whole.
Well, you got all that FPV footage.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Okay, anybody in the chat? Does anybody was it Hot Wheels that got you started? What got you into? Because I know that Warren said that he basically grew up on Air Force bases, so
Oh, really?
that's what got him into flying aviation. Period was planes in general. So that I could totally understand that one too.
I mean, I never got on a plane until I was in my 20s. I went to Jamaica at some point. It's the first time I ever got on a real airplane.
I'm into diecast period now. He said it because he's talking about he likes to see Hot Wheels. See, I there's another company that's been out for a little while. They're called M2. This
Okay.
one,
Are they related to Hot Wheels or Matchbox in any
no,
way?
no, they're a competitor.
Okay.
And then there's the old
Cool.
pickup truck.
Cool. Huh. Cool.
They're a little bit more expensive, but they have better detail and stuff. That's why I like them. And they have begun to become collectible. So again, like I said, some of the stuff that Hot Wheels comes out every now and again, there'll be like a misprint or something off on it, or there'll be a limited run of it. And a lot of those are what I stopped buying them. I would say now because I actually made a collection and I've got enough of a collection where I think my grandkids can make enough money off of it and keep a few of them for themselves to make it profitable in the long run. So I'll stop there. And
Hmm.
to be quite honest, I don't know. We're worried about our income this year and for the next 4 years. So
Gotcha.
we're trying to cut
Gotcha.
all the corners we can.
Yeah. Yeah.
I 3D printed. Oh, see that now that's another thing too. Like I was talking earlier. I would love to do a show one night because a lot of people have talked about. Because I know Kai was talking on his stream the other night about how because I want to do a show and I want to call it Bamboozled, but I wanted to make it about bamboo printers. But Kai was talking about how they put this, like we were talking about this proprietary type firmware in, and I have noticed no difference in what I'm doing because Kai sent me a file of a dragon for me to print for my grandkids, but it didn't dawn on me until after he was talking about it that I'd used Bamboo Splitter and I used their software, so it wouldn't affect me.
Right. Right. You wouldn't notice a change in software.
Yeah,
No,
so
you
I
confirm.
don't know. Like he was talking about Prusa software, and and I think he even said that Benchy was proprietary to some other company, and that people were upset now because it seemed like that Bamboo was going to lead the charge for other companies to start being proprietary, like DJI was in the drone community, and really limiting what you could and couldn't do with your drones.
Okay.
Which I
So
hope not.
until just recently with this firm update, the 3D pre market was mostly open source.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Well, so is the Bamboo software that I'm using still. It says it's open source. So I don't understand what the hullabaloo is. You can go in and if you understand the software well enough, you should be able to flip stuff on and off,
Hmm.
I would think. Especially if it's open source.
Well, when we do our 3D printer show, maybe we can get Kyle on with us.
Yeah, that would be cool. And I want to get like oh God, everybody gets mad at me. because I said they keep saying I always call it splitter and it's supposed to be slicer. I need to say slicer. See, I'm not
Write that
qual.
down. Write that
I'm
down.
I'm just
Yeah,
what
sticky
was
note.
it? I'm what do I want to say? Jesus, what do I want to say? I'm just at the apprentice level now. I'm still a journeyman. I have to take my classes and catch up now. So
Hey,
I
Jim Drone said
understand. I get you.
Jim Drone said he printed the dragon. It was very
Oh, he
good.
said no, it's not. He said no, it's not open source. I didn't say. But I thought that the slicer software was
And we're not
open
open
source.
source.
Yes, but he says no, it's not. And he said I knew a splitter once. Ah,
All Faxes said you're a Padawan.
yes, there you go, there we go. I don't even know if I qualify as a Padawan. I might be able to help out in the stables, or I don't know. Okay, here we go. Really going to go squirrel. So here is my streaming recommendation of the week. It's
Okay.
not a new movie. It's a very old movie. I don't know how many people. I would like. Okay, we've got 19 here. Two of them are me and Ron. That means 17's here. Okay, even you people that are lurking in the background. How many people remember a movie called Excalibur?
Oh, love. That's one of the best movies ever.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So I actually have been watching it a lot here lately.
Where are you watching it on?
I think I actually purchased it on Voodoo from like years ago.
Okay.
They
Okay.
had like one of them 4.99 deals, and
Okay.
I was like, okay, I'll take Excalibur for $5.
Okay.
Like Alex, I will take Excalibur for $5, please. So yeah, yes. Okay, everybody's. So yes, I've really been into that lately. And my wife, we got to the point where we learn about Arthur's existence, and my wife was like, "You went to see this with your dad when you were a kid?" I was like, yeah. He was because it was an R-rated movie. We couldn't get in without him.
Yeah, and I think when I saw that movie, I had just recently read the Canterbury or a lot of the Canterbury Tales, so I was real familiar with the subject.
Yes, yes. Yeah. Another part. Remember when he jumps off and grabs Uriens off the horse, and he's
Mhm.
laying in the water, and he goes, "What? A noble knight square allegiance to a squire?" My wife gets mad because, or doesn't get mad. She doesn't because where she's from, she doesn't like. We're over here. Our part of where we'll just watch movies over and over and over and over. So I'm sitting there and I'm laying in the bed and I'm just like line after line, blurting it out, blurting it out. And she's
Yeah.
just like looking at me going, okay. And I understand, but because it's different. But it's just something because we all binge movies over and over. Because I'm always looking for Easter eggs and stuff, and I had forgotten that was one of Helen Mirren's first appearances, like
Right, right,
to these audiences over here,
right,
because she played Morgana, his half sister.
right.
But they make you.
Subscribe to them
What?
monthly.
I hope they don't make me surprised because that would suck after I've already spent all this money on this. Because what do you mean subscribe to them? You mean, oh, that would really suck. You have to buy monthly filament or you have to buy monthly access to their print files and stuff. Stargate SG1 for life. Now, I'm actually a Star Trek fan before I'm a Star Wars fan. I'm an avid
Well,
original
I
series.
was a Star Trek fan way before I Star Wars because I'm old enough that I think I was almost 18 years old when Star Wars came out. I was only like about 8 years old when Star Trek came out.
Yeah, I was still a baby. I actually saw reruns of Star Trek when I got
Yeah,
up.
I got one for you, Bill. I was old enough. I watched the final season of Star Trek in 1969. I watched it new.
Wow,
I
that's
watched the
cool.
episodes first runs when I
I
was.
mean, I may, but I would have been like 4 then, so it probably wouldn't have stuck in my memory.
Yeah,
Like
I I,
5, I
re-
think.
I remember what because it used when that last year was on Friday night. I remember being able to stay up on Friday night and watch those
Wait.
first
What
run
happened here?
Star Treks.
Scott. Oh yeah, I really hope he's. Yeah, I totally hope that they don't do that to us. That was, of course, we've said stuff like that about DJI too, and DJI has never really, screwed us over. We're like, oh, I heard that if you upgraded this firmware, it was going to brick your drone.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah, we always hear those horror stories, and it
yeah.
it doesn't happen. Now they may very well try to pull something and try to make us only purchase from them, but I don't know if it would be easy for them to pull off forcing us into a subscription thing.
Hey, I want to
For
answer Warren there. He watched the Man Land the Moon. My mother tried to keep me up to see it, but I fell asleep because it didn't happen until like midnight. But I tried to stay up.
what have you all seen the series on Apple TV, For All Mankind?
I watched a few episodes a long time ago, but my wife didn't like it, so we quit watching it.
But did you understand what the premise is?
Well, I watched enough episodes to get a little bit of the premise. Yeah.
It's the Soviet, because my wife, she was like, oh, so Russia really landed on the moon first. I was like, what? Because I hadn't been watching it. She'd already
Yeah,
been
yeah,
watching like four or
yeah,
five episodes,
yeah.
and I looked at her and I was like, and I came in and I sat down and I was like, what's this? And she goes, this is For All Mankind. It's about the space race. And I was like, okay. And then I realized, because they were talking, I saw Walter Cronkite and he was talking and everything. He was talking about, yeah, we're gonna get a live television feed here in a minute. They say it's only gonna be 5 seconds, so it's technically almost live from the moon. And then they see him and they're bouncing down, and then you hear him start speaking Russian. I was like, wait a minute, what is this? And my wife's like, so the Russians got there first? I was like, no, 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 no. So I actually had to Google it on my phone. I was like, what the
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
hell?
yeah, yeah.
So it's like if the space race went differently. And it was talking about how I live 50 miles from Neil Armstrong's. Oh, Land of the Giants.
Oh, Jim, I love Land Johnson.
Yeah, I remember Land of the Giants too.
I saw them first run
I
when I
had
was
that.
a kid.
That was one of my lunch boxes. Boy, we went Squirrel this whole episode, but it's cool because this for me is too therapy too. I enjoy talking about those stuff like that. The stuff that got me interested, and the thing that was funny was my dad was he was like originally the artistic one, and then later in life my mom was the artistic one, and my
Oh, okay.
dad was more cerebral, I guess you would say.
Hmm.
I had the Land of the Giants cooler, lunchbox, and thermos.
Ha ha.
The original one, and man, and you know how that thing is I wish I could. If we, how many things that we had now, or that we had when we were children, that we've seen how much it traded for and sold for now. I'm thinking how many different things I had when I was like, that sold for how much? I had like 3 of those when I was a kid because they broke so easy.
Yeah, yeah. The guys that like Land Johnson, I also love Time Tunnel in that era.
Time Tunnel. I don't remember Time Tunnel.
Yeah, they would every episode they'd wind up in a different place in time where they'd have to usually help somebody out and then work their way back, back in the time tunnel.
Bob, we've been talking about stuff from our childhood because that's where my therapy went back. My love of drones went all. I was telling them about how we went back to making model kits, the glue kits. Like, what is it, Revol? I can't remember what all of them were when I was little.
Yeah, I can't either.
But that you would build the cars or you'd build the ships and
I
stuff.
remember the glue kind of smelled strange.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Or you could
Is,
smell.
is that where Snippy,
Woo,
is that where Snippy
yeah.
Glue came from with his model cars?
Maybe that was where them commercials came from, and they showed old Johnny sitting in the windowsill sniffing glue. Remember when Ronald Reagan said no to drugs?
Yeah, yeah. Just say no to drugs. Well,
Let's see. He was talking about. Okay, here's one for you. Time Tunnel. He was talking about Time Tunnel.
yeah, Time Tunnel was great.
I had the GI Joe space station. I remember that toy.
Oh
I do
boy.
remember that toy. Oh yeah, Bob said he loved that smell. It was cool. It was cool. And it was cool because you got to hang out with your dad and you were building it and all that kind of
A
stuff. It
lot of
was
times
really neat.
your dad was doing most of the building.
Yeah, well, no, my dad. Okay, usually I got to put together the tires until I really, like I was telling before, when we started doing the Red Baron. Sorry to hear that, Chuck. It'll get better. Just hang in
Yeah.
there. Keep
Hang in there,
swimming.
Chuck.
Keep swimming. Uh, but yeah, we're really reminiscing right now. We're talking about stuff from our childhood. We're going deep, 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 deep into the squirrel hole. So,
Well, Bill, we can get back to this. Let me change subjects real fast. I don't think
all
we
right,
got to talk about this much last week either. What
all
do you
right.
think of the whole TikTok thing going down for a couple hours on over the weekend, then
That
came right
was
back up again? But people were able to go live on TikTok, and also, how about the second shoe to fall, that CapCut? A lot of people in our community use CapCut to edit their videos, and CapCut turned out to be owned by the same company
bite dance.
as TikTok, and I don't know if it's back or not, but people couldn't
Yeah,
edit
it's
their
already
video.
back. It's back just as bad as quick as TikTok was.
Well, not as when I saw people Sunday and Monday, they had TikTok back, but not CapCut as of
Well, okay,
today.
here's the deal. It was kind of the way I understand it is that, or the way okay, the way Bill's view, what I got from the information that my brain took in, and the way I computed it and rolled it through came out in a long drawn out way. ByteDance was kind of throwing a temper tantrum
Oh,
because they didn't get their extension because they still are in talks with a couple of people to try to sell it. That's true, but they're not far enough along to where they were going to meet the deadline, and they had voiced that over and over. So what they did was it was up to the U.S. to cut them off, to cut off access, to basically, like what we're always worried about is the signal to our drones, the FCC cutting the signal off,
right.
or removing it, da 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 da. Well, like, so if we did it, it would be illegally. Something along those lines, and what it was so ByteDance of their own, with them doing it on their own, they flipped the switch at midnight on the East Coast, 9 p.m.
Okay.
Okay, and then because Trump had already said, "Hey, I'm gonna, as soon as I get in the office, this is what's gonna happen." Okay, and they didn't. And the whole point was, I think they waited to see if they were going to get kicked off the U.S. servers, and they never did. So they just turned it back on. I mean, that's what it looks like to me.
I mean,
Because they're the
TikTok was
ones that
down for a
control
couple
it.
hours, so I checked at one point Saturday, and it wasn't there. It wasn't
Right, but
working.
they're the one that put up that little splash that said,
Oh, they did
"We
it.
are unaccessible." Da 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 da
Oh,
da da
okay,
da.
they did it. Okay.
Think about it, because even the little splash that put up, it said, but like mine even had, like I had on my TikTok on my phone, it actually came up and said, "But we're working with President Trump, and we think we have a solution."
Okay.
So, and then 2 hours later, so I think they're the ones that cut it off, and they're the ones that turned it back on.
Wow.
And I
Wow.
think it was just one of those, because I think that's what they had said, that at midnight they were just going to shut down the United States. And then basically they found out, like, well, all these people are going to another application. They're going to another Chinese application. Do you want to? Because, like, I can't remember what they called it. They said it was a better platform.
Yeah, I saw that too. I don't remember the name either.
So I think that it dawned on them that maybe this isn't the best move. So we'll just turn them back on and deal with whatever they say, whatever penalty. And so there wasn't, because he came right in, signed the executive order like he said he was going to do, and they got 75 days.
Right, right. And folks, there's no truth to rumor that Bill and I are the ones that are buying TikTok.
No, there was somebody new that was in the deal now. The people that own Blue Sky
You mean
are looking
that new
into it.
like Twitter competitor?
Yes, yes, yes.
They have
But I
that kind of money
think
already?
I don't know if I think they may have backing. I don't know. I could be completely wrong.
Maybe we should buy it, Bill.
Yeah. I don't, I'm not saying that all of my sources are perfectly 100% dependable. Like I said just a minute ago, that whole thing with ByteDance, I think was ByteDance. Just going, "Meh, we know, give us 10 more days," or one of them things.
Yeah.
And
So
it's what it seems like to me.
having their own little hissy fit, huh?
Yeah, exactly. And that's okay. I don't want to go too far off the range, but that's one of my things people need to understand that politicians right now are not running this country. Corporations are, and until somebody stands up and just, you know, to the corporations, we're all going to be like little. That's me. That's the way I feel. I don't feel like anybody's in charge other than these big. What is it? PACs. Okay, and I will
Yeah,
stop
yeah.
there.
So,
Okay,
but
wait a minute.
anyhow, the good news is people are back to editing their videos with CapCut.
Yes, and so we're good to go there. Everybody can use them again.
Are you a
They just
CapCut user at all?
I used it for a little while, and I just didn't. It to me, it looked like. You ever noticed how anybody and same thing in the chat? A new software comes out, right? And you start using it, and you go, "Oh, this reminds me of this software when it was brand new," and then you'll play with it for 4 or 5 minutes, and you go, "Oh no, no, no! This doesn't do." Because you're used to a smoother software that already has evolved to that point. To me, CapCut is not evolved enough. Of course, my editing doesn't appeal to anybody apparently anyway. So who am I?
Yeah, and I've never been big on editing on the phone, so I've never given it a try.
My wife's doing good with them little short reels now
Okay.
because she manages. I don't know how they because like it'll do the cuts just right and everything.
The
And
CapCut
I'm
will.
no, she does them on her phone somehow on Facebook.
Oh,
Just
without using an editor.
yeah, through the app itself.
Okay.
Like she's added 3 or 4 in the last few days.
Well, I know Meta, who the company owns Facebook and Instagram. I think they've talking about they're going to release a competitor to CapCut, and it's coming out in February
For vertical video.
for mobile and whatever. Yeah,
Okay, well, but see, CapCut you can do CapCut. You can do full blown desktop editing with CapCut too. So
right, right. I've heard that.
if you get the mobile, you can get the best. I think basically, if you get the desktop, you get the mobile free. But if you get the mobile, you have to buy the desktop, which is so
Oh,
why not just buy the desktop so you get the mobile too?
Chuck's saying CapCut can be done for free with DaVinci. Sure, but it takes time as part of a rewarding process that is
Yeah,
editing.
Cap. Well, see, Da Vinci has a huge learning curve. Like I still have Da Vinci, lifetime existence. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking straight in the camera and I'm saying it still intimidates me to the point to where I barely know how to open the damn software. So,
Yeah, I
and that's
used to
like
use before DaVinci became a full blown editor. I used to use the result part of it to do color grading. But
color grading.
I tried to use a full blown program, and I still preferred Final Cut, so I didn't make the move. At
I
one
need to
point,
do. I have Final Cut too. I need to play with it more.
yeah, I mean it's of the three big editors, it's the simplest one as far as not having as many options.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, it got good or
Wouldn't that
bad.
be though
If
iMovie?
you want a million
iMovie.
if you want a million options, then that's not good. But
I
if you
thought
want something more
iMovie had
simple,
less.
it is.
I thought iMovie had less.
Well, yeah, I'm really not throwing that in there with the kind of the paid one since iMovie's a freebie.
Okay.
If you
Yeah.
own a Mac, it's free. If you own any Apple device, iMovie's free.
Casey Ferris. I think everybody's told me that, but it's just I get like
Is that a new show, Bill?
I think he's the guy that does a lot of Da Vinci training
Oh,
videos.
he's a trainer. Okay.
I like Filmora too.
Yeah,
I
you're
do
a
okay with
more man.
Filmora.
Hey, but what's going on with our editing thing where we send a video and we're going to put it in
You
Filmora?
know me. I'm a procrastinator.
And
I've
I
here's
never
what I
sent
came
my
up.
video
No,
in yet.
I actually thought about that this week, and I
And
thought about
if you want a 1080p 3 frame per second video that's less than a minute, less than
you
two
could do
minutes.
multiple entries, but here's the thing. I've decided that I want to if since you're here and I want to try to remember to do this and I want to kind of extend it to like say because there's a lot of snow events going on
Oh
now.
yeah,
There
yeah.
could be some more weather events going on. So I would like to. I want to put it off till like the end of March, so that anybody. But I would love. Yes, I still want to do that, and we want to
Okay.
use the Filmora, which we still have, and I can throw it in there on one of the simple ones. we'll do like you said, but for a minute long. But people need to understand is the AI will probably only pull 8 to 10 seconds from that minute long segment. So what you may want to do is send in multiple 30-second clips or multiple 20-second clips, but no more than each, say each person, no more than 60 seconds total.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Okay. And the reason that I want to do it that way, and because this just popped into my head, because I remembered how the AI would only pull from 8 to 10 to 15-second segments, right?
Makes
So that's why it would probably be better to do, like, if you want now like Ron was saying, if you want to send in two Christmas scenes of, or not Christmas scenes, but two snow scenes of 30 seconds each, equaling 1 minute, then yeah, send that in. And then, like, say in March, you've got, say, an early spring thaw video, and you want to send in 2 30 seconds of that. That's cool too. But what I
Yeah,
would like
because
to,
we want the video to be all snow. We don't want a 20-minute video of all snow.
exactly, yeah. But what I was trying to say is like each person, if you send me two segments, don't send me 30 seconds of snow and 30 seconds of this. Just send me like a 2 30 seconds segments of snow, your best snow footage, and then send me again two 30-second videos equaling 1 minute. That's that way the people sending them in. So if we do two 30-second 1080p files, it's not going to be so overwhelming in the email end that we're going to get kicked out, because 4K files and bigger, you got to do like Google links and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Google
Right.
and
You
all that
got your
stuff.
file. You got the file share server. Yeah, yeah.
So if we do 30-second clips at 1080p, 30
Good,
frames per second, we should be okay then.
good, good. I like that.
Okay, and so back over here to the chat real quick. Thank you, Ron. We'll have to kind of keep. Oh, and I can't remember. I don't remember what show it was, and I got to say this. But I pretty much now I'm thinking that I'm almost, if anybody ever is really, an avid follower of drone therapy, and you just hinge on our every word, and you can tell. Yes, I know I'm reaching, but I know for a fact that like 2 months ago, I nailed the flip prices. I know
Okay.
I did. I'm pretty sure, but because I made it, if they had made a 6K camera, I made it more expensive. But the lower end, I'm almost positive I got the prices all pretty much right. But I can't remember what show it was I was talking about it.
Well,
But
I think for
anyway,
the first time ever, the flip came out Tuesday. So Monday night, I just read Jasper, whatever Jasper's prices were. I read them off that night on Drone Nation. Well, the next day, I think for the first time ever, the prices came out exactly what I read the night before. I mean, they weren't my prices. I'm just reading whatever Jasper Igor had, but I mean, they were exactly to the dollar, right?
oh, we haven't seen any snow here either, Marcel. I'm just the only thing we've seen here is frost. We've seen a
Okay.
lot of frost, but we haven't seen any snow. And but like it's the same thing,
Do you
here.
get snow every year, or does it only happen once in a while?
It's weird here. They didn't expect. They expected us to be cold, but low precipitation. But we were really, really rainy, like all through
I
like
remember.
September,
Yeah,
October,
yeah.
November, December. Lots of rain. But now they're talking about it just kind of drying up.
So you
So
got all your precipitation early.
yes. Hey, David. Good to see you. Glad to have you here,
Hello,
sir.
David.
You've already missed it. We went down way down memory
Hey,
lane,
David,
and
is it even cold in Arizona?
yes, is it cold in Arizona? Yes, that's a good thing.
Did it snow in Arizona, David?
And
Not
also,
not count,
David,
not counting the top of a mountain at what's the big hole they have in Arizona, the big valley. What's that called?
the big hole in Arizona, the
Yeah,
big
you
valley.
go to the top of the mountain and you look at Grand Canyon. It always
No,
snows at the Grand
I thought you
Canyon.
were making a joke. That's why I didn't say Grand Canyon.
Oh, okay. Well,
Go ahead.
Western Canada is getting warmer than most of the USA. Huh.
Well, the thing it
We should
is
move to
like,
Canada to warm up, Bill.
well, I ran into a lady the other day that was from Canada.
Oh
Yes, I
yeah.
love snow too. Yeah, that's why we got
Oh
4-wheel
yeah.
drive vehicles here, but we don't have to use them. We haven't used them in a while. Hadn't
You know
gotten
they
a
don't
whole
even
lot of
have snow
snow.
shovels in Louisiana, Bill.
Yeah, that blew my mind seeing that coming down. Johnny was like, "Man, Hello, Joe. Anyway, what was talking about, and that since you got here, and any of the new people that just came in, we have 21 here watching, so there's 2 or 3 new people. We've been talking about because the reason I started drone therapy was because I enjoy talking about drones and technology and camera and photography, and I love still photography more than I like video photography or videos. That's my particular taste. I know a lot of people might be different or anything. You can also 3D print a shovel.
That's
Yeah, I saw the scrapers. You can print scrapers
Well,
for
Johnny
your.
does have a 3D printer. He doesn't have a bamboo bill. He's got the one Billy Kyle had.
Yeah, had Billy's already gotten rid
Well,
of it.
has. I didn't mean I did. That was a Freudian slip.
Hmm. I need to. Let's see. I did something the other way. Let me see.
Is that your 3D printing center right there, Bill?
Yeah, it's literally right here. Let's do this. I got. That's what we'll do. We got 30 more minutes in the show, so I will do this.
How about 3D printer therapy?
No, what we'll do is I will bring up. Hang on. I will bring up. Yes, here we go. Let me do this.
We're gonna go open source here.
Yeah. Okay. Come back over here. I gotta put it
As
in.
we wait for Angel.
Well, I don't know. He's still. I don't know if he's just not gonna make it or.
I hope he doesn't get out in that highway that he always
Well, I
has.
hope everything's okay. Okay, so y'all can see that, right?
Yes.
Okay, let me go ahead and make it big. So, what do you all? We got to think of something that can print in 20 minutes. And let's see. Can I actually search it that way? Let me go back over here. Let's see. 20-minute print.
Wow.
Oh, look at that. Somebody else has already done it.
There you go.
Okay, these can print in 20 minutes. Oh, look at
Or how
this
you can make those
micro.
how about making those glasses?
The glasses.
You can
Sunglasses.
make what you want to make or whatever. They just look like some cool glasses.
These are like fidget spinners,
Yeah. How
fidget
about a super
clicky
clicky
wheel.
fidget wheel?
This one,
Well,
super clicky wheel,
I
20
don't know much
minutes.
about 3D printing, Bill.
I don't either. I mean,
Oh.
not that much. Let's see what they're going to pick out. Does anybody? Hey, what's up? Uh oh.
Hello, air
Here,
shots.
here it goes. And my phone's going to start chirping.
Now, does that 3D printer make any noise, Bill?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Hang on. Oh, she got it. Cool. She is fast on the draw tonight. So, okay, let's see. I got to find something. Let's see. We got. No, we don't want a money clip.
Got a
Oh, there's a
ruler.
bluey cookie cutter.
There you
I'm wearing
go.
a bluey shirt, man.
Huh.
I wonder if that's like
120
an
minutes.
omen. I should make the bluey
There's a
cookie.
snowflake down there, Bill.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of snowflakes. There's Japanese or Chinese signals or symbols. Okay, wait a minute. Let me look over here. What does anybody want? Nobody's saying anything.
Uh,
Uh,
somebody's somebody's saying, "Dare you the
no, ha ha.
21."
You're funny, Marcel. I'm not gonna do
Somebody
that.
says, "Oh, printed a shovel." You don't have a shovel, do you, Bill?
No. Oh, what is there's a fidget toy. I like this little thing up here.
Do that one. The one that makes a noise.
Makes a clicker. It says 22 minutes, 2 walls. See, now I don't understand any of this. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh,
Maker World update.
you got a
Ooh.
firmware update?
It's a page update. Let's see.
Maybe that's what Kai was talking about.
I don't see, it's not doing anything. System. Oh, Maker World update. We're thrilled to announce exciting new updates to Maker World pack with features. Enhance your experience. Check out the details below. Added Korea and Point Shop. Oh wow,
There's
look at all
there's
those
model
cars.
cars.
Lots of cars. That's cool. I can't see what y'all are posting. Let me go back. Okay, so
Um,
we don't have to worry about none of that.
they're saying it's just an announcement, Bill.
Yeah.
That thing.
Okay, here we go. So, yep, y'all can't see that. So let me pull this out. I have to pull it. Remove some scene. Exit your screen. Okay. So now I think, let's see, I'm going to have to do it this way. Window, yeah. What is that? It? Oh wow! So it's got two plates. Huh? Crazy. Oh man, hang on. I'm going to do it again. Shit. Y'all bear with me now. Sorry about that.
This is pretty complicated 3D printing game, huh?
No.
What's easier, flying a drone or 3D printing?
No, this is simple. This is nothing.
Okay.
What I'm doing right now is I'm just somebody else has already went through the process of getting it ready.
Okay.
I did it again, Bill. Just okay.
We have our filament loaded.
Yeah, we're all good there. It's just a
Okay.
matter of I didn't use the proper. Yeah, I got to switch it over here too. I
We
had to
got
switch
remote.
to
We got
my
remote. We
printer.
got remote ID enabled on that printer.
Yeah, yeah. No, what I had to do was actually let me get back over here, close, and I come back over here, and I will share what I was wanting to do. Oh, close, go away. Yeah. Window. Now, okay, here we go. Now I come back over here to you. I know. I should have all this. I need to figure out the other end of this software too. I need to
Sorry,
do a
folks.
lot of things.
Our 3D printing
People
guys.
need to teach me how to do all this shit.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the plate itself.
Okay.
So I don't. It just says one plate. So I don't know. I only see when I'm looking at the. I only see the one thing. All right, so we're going to slice it.
Is
It's
that
going
what
to
they
go really,
expressed
really
you
fast.
earlier on about the slicing?
It's going to take. How long is it going to take? 22 minutes and 22 minutes, 24 seconds. All right, here we go. We're going to send it right now.
We had 23 minutes left in the show, so
All
we only got a minute
right.
there.
I got to send it now. I don't want to do
No,
green.
no
I'm
time to
going to do
waste.
blue. How about that? Send. Now watch. I'll come back over here and people will be like, "Oh, Bill, you screwed up, man."
Etchy Stack just sent you a video to watch.
Hang on, it's switching. Did it switch for you guys?
Yes, it switched.
Okay, hang on. I got to check over here.
Bamboo Lab.
What's going on here?
It says something heat bed preheating. It's preheating,
I'm
Bill.
trying to get.
This kind of preheating your oven?
Yeah, hang on. I just wanted to make sure it's doing what I wanted it to.
Okay.
Okay, hang on. Hey, Sammy's here. I
Yes,
knew when I turned on the 3D printer, you would show up.
Sammy's got a video for you to watch on
No,
3D printing.
I watch that guy
Oh,
sometimes.
okay.
I do watch that guy sometimes. Hang on, let me get back over here, and I will fire up the camera.
Yeah.
So see, it's in.
Time to get that bird in the air, Bill.
Time to get that bird in the air. What
Time
now?
to get that bird in the air.
Yeah, a little clicker, like a little
It's a
fidgety. Yeah,
clicker.
it's
Yeah,
just a little fidget clicker. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Oh, that guy? No, I get what Marcel's saying, but he does. But he does know his shit inside out and upside down. Right now, it's like Ron said, it's heating up the bed.
Preheating.
Yeah.
It's like preheating your oven up before you make the cookies.
Heat bed preheating. And then it's got to clean the nozzle tip, and then it'll do
Waypoint says
automatic
it looks
leveling.
empty.
But this is all part of the 22 minutes. What's up, Brian? He knows. Oh. Well, I don't even know bamboo, so that's a hell of a lot more than me. Let me get Ron back in here. Let's see. He knows bamboo,
Been watching that guy too.
he knows more than me, bro. See, look, now she's waking up.
Oh yeah, look, we got action.
It's alive.
Yeah, I think it's orbiting.
That's that's all you have to do is turn it on. Need to change. What now? I have no idea what the hell that
The
is.
humidity a little high.
I have no idea what. I don't know what you're saying. Oh, watch her. She's cranking that shit out now.
So now we wait, right?
Huh?
Now we just wait.
Well, she's all automated at this point. That's why I said what I was doing is nothing. All I did was find the file that I liked, loaded it into the printer, and told it to do everything else on its own. I didn't change anything. I didn't. Although I did. Where did I put them? I printed some. I don't know what I did with them. I made some little signs that came out. Yeah, I did realize because I was talking to Gary Nemo. If you don't understand, I'm talking about Gary, and he's got a 2 millimeter head, and that's what I need to get. I have a. This is a 4 millimeter, a point four, 0.4. And if I go point 0.2, it'll give a better detail and finer detail, which is cool.
Hey, Bill, off topic. Did we talk about the new DJI 4 air units last week?
No, we did not
Because
because
we can relate that to 3D printing because a lot of guys that 3D print their drones will need those O 4 air units, right?
what now? Say that again. I'm sorry.
A lot of guys that do 3D printing also use those O 4 air units in their home built drones.
Yes, but I did find out. I think it was Marcel that was telling us maybe that the carbon fiber that I have here is not strong enough to print a drone frame.
Oh, really?
So I don't know. Maybe I could print like, camera
What do
mounts
you
or
think of them
something.
releasing the smaller air unit that'll fit in tiny drones?
Possibly. Let me see if is there any way to make that big? I'm just going to make it big, but nope, there's not a way to do that. So I'll just come back over here. Doot, doot. Let's see. Wait a minute. See, now, that's what I'm saying. Okay, right, but isn't point two smaller?
At least we got some help in the chat here.
I mean, I understand what he's saying. I
Right.
get what he's saying. He's like, just change it to O. Of course, I don't know exactly, so I would have to change it in the final print somehow. So, like I said, I don't understand any of that enough yet. And they're saying you can. Anyway, but I just thought, hey, I can get another print head. So I have not heard anything from Angelio. Wait a minute, what's this?
Yeah, we check messages see if he put anything in the chat.
Ah, okay.
He did. He did leave us a
Yeah, I
message.
saw. I saw. He said he was going to try to get in. Oh wait, where are we at? Okay, now she's auto leveling, and she. I don't like that part. I get a kick out of that because it's go dink, 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 and then it'll get bigger and it'll start moving around faster, faster, faster. But yeah, this printer is like you don't really have to know what you're doing.
Oh, that's the kind I need. Change the subject again, Bill. Did you see? I think it was Igor put that leak up that DJI track the beacon that we were expecting to come out around time the Earth rest now may come out with the Mavic 4.
I thought that they were going. Well, I think that they had tried to get it ready to actually come out with the Neo, but they
Okay.
hadn't gotten it fixed yet. And you said who? Igor?
I think Igor put a leak that it may come out now with the Mavic 4.
How long ago did he do this? A couple of days? Because I'm looking at it now, and he's got that PlayStation logo shit up there.
Yeah, it was maybe 2 days ago, 3 hours ago,
Okay.
or maybe Sunday over the weekend.
See, and then he's got. Okay, I can just go ahead and share that. No, I can't because I think I can bring him down. I wonder if I can share something else too. Nope, I have to stop share on him.
You can only share one thing at a time, huh?
Yeah, well, I guess I just need to say, hey, we'll be able to share more than one screen.
We
But
won't need to,
they look like
we won't
PlayStation
need to pay
logos.
more.
They look like PlayStation logos. Did you see those?
I did. The
So
little
I'm
the
like,
symbols. Yeah, the
yeah.
symbols.
And so and everybody was like, it looks like a PlayStation. And he said, and then when he first put it up, he said it wasn't. What was that? Squid Game.
Yeah. Are we due for a new PlayStation?
Not really. Not for a
Okay.
few more years. But he says this is a DJI product that's new. So I'm assuming it's probably something to do with like a camera gimbal. Yeah, he said. Said the photo was coded DJI RS Mini 4 Mini. So I'm thinking it would be something to do with cameras.
Hmm. Well,
But
there's rumors that DJI will release a 360 camera and a nano camera this year.
excuse me, shoot.
Yes.
What now? Thought that.
DJI is rumored to be releasing not only a 360 camera this year, but also a nano, a very small camera.
Yeah, I remember that. I do remember that. Oh, something you want to hear something else funny? And this is completely squirrel again. I won't, and I know I have a fledgling channel. It's not anything spectacular about that, but I lost 50 views last week.
Oh
They
yeah.
just, like literally the count was showing in my live section. It said views literally 129,
Uh
and I
huh.
go to bed. And I get up and I come back the next day and it says 81 views. And I'm like,
Wow.
how the hell did that happen? And I'm like,
Wow.
so apparently people, the same people left and came back and left and came back and left and came back and left and came back. Is all I can figure. And YouTube servers are so antiquated and the software within them is so horribly programmed that it takes them like a week to figure out, oh, no, 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 you didn't have all those views. It's the weirdest thing. It's happened to me 2 or 3 times
Yeah. Talk
here
about
when I do
delayed
drone stuff.
reaction, huh?
I don't understand it.
Wow.
Uh, Sam, and then we got what is Osma 7?
Oh, Scott's wants the handheld gimbal, Osmo.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because
Yep.
DJI stuck at 6. Scott, I don't hear anything about Osmo 7. Get the new Insta 360,
You can
whatever
print
they
all
call
kinds
their.
of stuff.
They just put a new phone gimbal out.
You can print all kinds of stuff for Pocket and Action
Oh,
and
really?
stuff like that here.
Really?
Like hard cases, really nice
Oh,
hard
wow.
cases. And
Wow.
then if you then and plus the cool thing is, and I do understand this a little bit better. Uh, if you use what is it TPG, I think it's like more flexible,
Okay.
and then that's your insert part. So and then the outside is the PLA that's harder.
Watch it, Bill. You don't want to put Start RC out of business.
Well, I don't start RC.
I'm
They
joking.
put a bad taste in my mouth. You already know that.
I'm joking.
They now, and the thing about it is, if they ever want to reach out to me and try to make amends for that, that's fine. It's like I said, the flip. There's no way, and I get a kick out of lawn. Always talking about that. No, not completely, Brian. No.
Have you made any prints of your own yet?
Um, but lawn was talking about because I keep saying the flip is flopped.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
TPU, okay.
Well, Lons always says, "I told you. I told you when it was going to
The one on
flop."
the back, right? Put it in there on the back. Oh, so it's not AMS. So I need to. Okay, that's where I'd need a splitter, right? Or would it work that way? I guess I would have to switch to it completely, or just cut off the AMS. Anyway, I'm not going to start borrowing on that while it's doing the fidget thing. We might not get Angel tonight.
Well,
Anyway, back to the subject at hand. What
yes.
we're talking about is hello. Glad to
Hi,
have you,
Steve.
sir. Glad to have you in the house.
How's things up in Vermont? You getting any cold weather up your way, Steve?
Is it cold up there? Is there a lot of snow? You're printing Ram center caps for your rims. Ooh. Bamboo made new TPU for. Oh wow, did they? So that doesn't sound good though.
Hmm.
So Bamboo's making different types of filament, so they might be pushing towards proprietary, which would really bite.
Hey, look at Scott. Look at Scott News comment. He's still trying to get an Air 3S. They keep getting stuck in customs up there in Minnesota.
I don't know, man. That doesn't make any sense. Well, so okay, okay. At this point, it's if you go to Canada and bring it back, and you declare it when you come over, they're not going to seize it, are they?
What if you just pay the duty on it?
Exactly. You have all the prints you need to run AMS external on this splitter. Okay, yeah. Because they give us all the extra. I don't have any actual splitters, but we got like a boatload of
Oh
tubing.
wow! Look at all that stuff.
Oh, and then they print. They give you some other stuff that comes with it. I did make me, because I know I'm going to need them soon because I've already printed a bunch of stuff. I did print a bunch of the tools. Let me get this off air.
Oh, cool.
Oh wow, -10 in Vermont.
Yeah, but that's no big deal, Steve. I think it's -10 in Louisiana.
Well, look, it's -4 at the moment. But I
Okay.
need these little tools that I printed up for the to do maintenance on it.
Oh wow.
Look at it. It's pretty cool
Yeah.
because it actually used the two. It actually printed the AMS in there. It did a couple layers of that in there, and then went back with the yellow. And they all tell me what they are.
Nice. Scott said he's getting a refund on that on one of the Air 3Ss at a reorder.
Hope Johnny's enjoying the show.
Uh, Johnny may be too cold to watch the show.
To be honest with you, I think, and I've got my fingers crossed. I think they're going to have a lot of other stuff that's going to be on the agenda before they get back because we've already got the one thing done. You know, that's already done, signed, done. Okay, so I think before
But we all have to do that survey for some other department now. That 30 questions, is it 50 questions? A lot of
you have to
questions
do it
on there.
before March. What is it? 14th,
Yeah,
15th,
something like that. Yeah.
or it might be even earlier. I don't know for sure. Oh, it's already getting big.
We only have 7 minutes left, Bill.
Well, no, it's pretty cool because I thought for a minute I was like, well, it looks like it's not going to be cool enough, but it's printing in place. How much poop does your printer make? I don't know, not a whole boatload, but enough. I actually printed enough to where I found the poop chute and printed one. Put it that way. But okay, I need them little magnets. That's something else. You know the little magnets you pop into it so you can set it right under the bin. I don't know what size those magnets I need. Y'all tell me what size magnets I need. And don't, because I can't keep up with all the shit here. Send me a message on Facebook. Oh wow!
Been sick, cough.
Damn, dude.
Pneumonia.
Well, I hope you're wrapped up and got you a nice hot toddy or soup, whichever your choice might be.
Now, where is it? Is Bob in Kentucky? Well, what state's Bob
Sounds
in?
about right.
Bob, how cold is it in Kentucky?
How is it in Daniel Boone land? I like that show. You remember Daniel Boone?
I do. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, here we go. Another.
Was that Fess Parker?
Yes.
Yeah.
You ever remember a series? I want to say everybody that's still watching, UFO.
Yeah.
We had a space base on the moon, and the aliens were attacking us, and they never told anybody on the planet what was going on, and all the shit was going down on the moon.
Yeah.
UFO.
What was that?
Late
Late 70s,
catch
early
the
80s?
alien craft.
Bill, was that late 70s, early 80s UFO?
I think maybe mid 70s because it didn't last but like 1 or 2 seasons.
Yeah, wasn't on long.
UFO. And they would, I think they even at that point in time they even called it UFO.
And it wasn't even it wasn't even on one of the big networks. It was a syndicated show, right?
Yeah. It was just and it's something we saw like when they still started. It was like you would see it from like midnight till 2:30 in the morning, right before you heard the playing of the national anthem, and that was it. Sometimes public broadcasting too, because a lot of times public broadcasting didn't go off. Remember?
Right, right.
Oh, wait a minute. So, uh,
Apparently, uh, Sammy's wife has pneumonia too.
yeah, his Mrs. Rose has got
Yeah,
it too. That
yeah, Rose
sucks.
has it. Yep.
Wow. Get the bamboo. Yeah, I got the handy app already on my phone. That's cool too because I
Oh,
like you
Bob
can
Casey says 22 where he's at.
damn you can actually remotely control. It's
The
called
3D, the printer, the
bamboo
bamboo.
handy app, and you can see. Like I thought about like doing this one
Oh, that's cool. That's
because
cool.
of February.
I like it.
Oh, and you can do like a
How long does
clever.
that one
Somebody
take?
did like a skull for the front of the print head.
Oh, there you go. Gotta have the skull.
I tried doing some drone therapy stuff, but it didn't get too far.
Oh,
Oh, I might
creating
do
your
that.
own? Yeah.
That looks cool. I might do this.
Wow. Cool.
Well, it's like a little fidget thing, and they pass through. They
Hmm.
literally will pass through. And I think it'll print on one plate. Okay. Let me catch up a little bit here.
Yeah, I hope she gets better too.
Yep, me too. How cold did Johnny say? Did Johnny give us a temperature? I don't remember if he
Well,
did or
him
not.
and Captain Joe, they basically the same plays. They were real low. They were maybe teen, single digit.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe.
Uh,
I think he said
yeah,
17, maybe.
yeah. Steve, you got him beat, but I don't think you have Jim's droning beat.
Yeah, no, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think he got Jim beat. But yeah, we'll see what all. This looks kind of neat though. We'll have to see what my daughter thinks of it. She's the fidget device
Yeah. Hey, Steve,
research
John didn't
person.
have you beaten temperature, but he's probably got you beaten snow.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think Angel.
It was 10, so Johnny and Joe had the same weather. 10 this morning, 16 tomorrow morning. So I think Steve had him beat.
Oh
But again, I think they got
wow!
more snow than Steve.
He's in the cold zone for sure. Oh wow! So 10 Fahrenheit this morning. 16. Oh, so wow! It's a heat wave, man. Shoo! You might have to put on some suntan lotion.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
but those guys, they don't have snow removal. So if it stays cold, their snow's all still there.
Oh, it says 3 minutes. We're gonna have to go a little over.
Oh, we're going overtime
Yeah,
tonight.
we're going over.
Folks, you got to pay extra for those few extra minutes here.
Or if you need to go to the bathroom, you got 3 minutes. Of course, it's gonna. I have to pull it out, pop it off the plate, and then we'll see how it works.
We'll fidget for you.
And see, like that's something else. Like I have a hot plate in it, and like I know some stuff prints on a cold plate. I don't understand all that. Let me see what our temperature is right now.
Bob
Oh,
Casey said he had a balmy 6 degrees last night.
here is our temperature in the lovely
What's our live
vicinity
temperature?
of Everett, Washington. Let's see. We have 36 degrees, which is much warmer than it was last night. We will have an overnight low of 28 degrees. Let's see. Let me go for the extended forecast. And tomorrow we will have 41 during the day and an overnight low tomorrow night of 30 degrees.
Practically summer there, Bill.
Yeah. Oh,
Bill,
yeah, it's heating up. Going
I
all the
got
way
you
up to
beat.
48 before it drops again.
Got you beat. We're currently at 17 degrees in Margate City.
Oh,
We're going down to a
hot,
low of
hot
13.
bed.
Going down to a low of 13 overnight.
Hot bed.
I bet.
That's what, well, I'm not going to say that. She might come slap me. It's 18 there.
In Carolina? Wow. I got
That's
you beat by
crazy.
one degree, air shots.
Oh, whoa, look at this.
What has about Scott to do? Florida's down
11,
with a
18,
negative
minus
18
18
with a
wind
wind
chill,
chill,
minus
39
39.
with no snow. Our snowmobile capped for 2 years.
Wow.
And
Oh, wait a minute.
hit
What we got?
so,
Thursday, there's a chance of rain near you starting at 5 p.m. and ending at 10 p.m. Okay, so that means I can fly a little bit tomorrow.
Bill, I got 15 with my wind chill.
Well, I don't think they don't really tell us what our wind chill is. It's just they say it's cold, man.
But it feels like I'm just saying I think the same as wind chill. I'm soaking 70 degrees. You guys are
Oh,
making me
that's
feel
cool.
bad.
So I could do see this. He's telling me so I could click on whatever I'm printing, and then I could clone it and make more of them on and do the same plate like where this is printing right in the middle. I could make it print 3 or 4 of them at once.
Oh, that saves you money?
Hey, Barkley! Thank you, sir. You as well.
Well, Barkley,
Hope you have a great week and a great weekend.
stay warm out there, Barkley.
It's about weather. Yeah.
Well,
My hip hurt, man. Thanks for going to rain.
everybody talks about the weather, Bob, when these temperatures are this low.
Yeah, it's kind of funky. But I can remember when I lived in Virginia, still lived in Virginia. I think I was about 19, maybe 20. I was kind of helping out my grandpa. And I think I was still working at McDonald's then. Oh! Ooh, think she's about
Almost finished.
done. Think she's about done.
How cold did it get in Virginia in the winter?
Very similar to Washington,
Okay.
actually. And it's so funny how many cities in Washington are exactly named the same as cities in Virginia.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's
Wow.
so crazy. It
Wow.
blows my mind when I came out here. I was like, "What is this?" All right, she's coming down. Y'all can see that. Let's
I
get
see
her
it.
in.
I see it.
Let's get her in here. Yep, she's saying she's done now. Oh, and the bamboo light shuts down.
Oh, I see it. We're getting dark.
Let's see. Here we go.
On the first page before slicing, Bill, whatever that means.
What did he say? Oh. Okay, I get what you're saying. Right, because it's going to have to slice it after all the multiple ones on there. That makes more sense. Okay.
Meanwhile, if you want to see some flip videos, Jim's Drone has a couple of videos out in new flip
Oh,
now.
we got him a flip too?
Yep, he's flipping for the flip.
Oh, you got that DJI buy illness like I used to have.
Who was it, Lon, or somebody was calling us all DJI investors. We were
Well,
all
it's like I said.
investors.
It's like I said. It didn't call to my pocket this time. She's not spinning. She's hard as a rock. Not working at all.
Pull up a little.
No, it looks like it's just not working. I may have to figure out some way to snap it or something. It printed too hard. It just won't. It's not loose. I mean, it printed like the print looks, but it's not.
It won't move.
No, it won't budge. Like the center cog somehow ended up too glued. Yeah, it's not working at all. Anyway, oh well.
Jim Drone says a flipping great drone.
A flipping great drone. I just don't know. It's not for me. Like I said, it didn't call to my wallet. And now
we're waiting for the flip too.
Well, I'm waiting on I'm here. I'm going to be like Ron said. I'm not going to if they do come out with a Mavic 4 before the Mavic 4 Pro after they've shown it to us for months and months and months and months and months, then yeah, I will wait just like Ron said.
Sitting on the Pro.
Yeah, I'm not. I will just keep the Mavic 3 and deal with it.
I got plenty of drones to fly in the meantime.
Exactly. I even have a Scotty on. If anybody wants to make me an offer, a good offer, not a ridiculous offer, a good offer. All right, Ron. I thank you very much, my friend.
You're welcome, Bill. Thanks. Good show tonight. Thanks.
Yeah, it was.
Thanks for joining us in the chat tonight, and hopefully we'll have the full cast back next week.
Yep. Hopefully everybody will have all their eggs in a row, and we'll be able to come back next week. And I have absolutely no idea what the show's going to be about next week, but we'll come up with something. You know that.
You never know.
Live long and prosper, everybody.